Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the former #2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, New York.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Barkley on the counter. And an alley to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the runner.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. But it's caught by Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To the air again, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Bell. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Rush in. Check 50. Check 50.
Darnold from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We're going to start. 57, Mike 57. Right here, right here. And 80.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Darnold. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
6-man.
Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing Jones. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards.
That's the end of the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. And Latimer's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready up. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This is Bell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Darnold now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Darnold now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Powell takes it from Darnold. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Right there. 54, right there.
They run with Collins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
60 or. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for the Giants. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Collins on the handoff. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 21.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run. They're running it. Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
Ready to break. Mike's 5-4. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Watch the screen.
2nd and 14. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
I'm going back to you.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the kick by Rosas is good. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's good for Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. On the return, it's Tate. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, son. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On 1st down, Darnold. Nunez got it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Dash. Go now. Mike Kinsey,
A final shot before the break. Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime with a visiting Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Line 54. Hey, Delta. Line 54. Snap.
2nd and 11. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety Jamal Adams.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, lady. Watch the shift. 25.
They'll run on first down. It's Powell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
We're going to sign 50 seconds to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Darnold on first down. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Outside. 57.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
We're outside.
44, Mike, 44. All day, just like that, just like that.
Watch the safety crack.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll try again with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Always a plethora of storylines when the Jets and Giants get together, and certainly one big storyline is what they've been able to do in the backfield. Saquon Barkley, he's the Giants' future in the backfield, and now Le'Veon Bell coming over from Pittsburgh. He has really solidified what the Jets want to do carrying the football, and both of these guys threats catching it as well. They really appear to both be set for years to come. These are going to be some fun battles to watch.
Ready. 50, plant. Check. Watch the before. Man, I got the grip.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Mike 5-4.
I got it. Shoot.
On second and 12, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
57, Mike 57. Hey, and 80. Switch it. Come on, switch that.
The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brings up third and 4.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Bell. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
57's the mic. Hey, check.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Collins on the toss. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Giants first down.
Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Gallman will run it. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now it's Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And Tate's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now Gallman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
This is Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jones now, off the bootleg. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he slides to avoid the hit. Able to pick up a 12 yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. Rosa's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check it backer, check it backer. SOS.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Darnold, his first throw in overtime. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
And all the way up to the 49. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Looking to throw. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the screen.
Second and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, exit.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another 1st down. The Giants, they have the passing game working right now.
1st down, Giants.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On the ready.
54. Mike 54. Coming to you.
Shoot.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This one from 48 yards away. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This one from 48 yards away. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Giants, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles...